I'm going to stand by this look. Really good friends. Gorge.
Spin the wheel. Tell the truth. Or do the dare.
Let's go. Yellow. You know what's funny? Yellow actually looks gorgeous on me. Fun fact. Who was the biggest diva on season 13? Well, interestingly enough, the first diva was Kimura, because she would take about 6 hours to get ready. Unfortunately, she got sent home first, so that didn't last very long. But the second diva, the Divalicious Diva, was definitely Miss Olivia Lux. I swear to God, every single time I would look over at Olivia when we were getting ready for the runway, there would be someone helping her with her nails, doing her corset. If anyone could paint her on in the workroom, they would have, and she would have allowed it, because she would have been like, can I ask you a question? Do you mind helping me put on my nails? And we're all like struggling to do like our own stuff. And not only this, during lunchtime, she wouldn't like her food to touch. She wouldn't eat certain sauces. And I'm a picky eater, so let me tell you something. Miss Olivia is a diva. And she would tell you that herself. The gold for the 11 Emmy nominations. If you weren't doing drag, what job would you have? Well, I went to school for photography, so I would either be a photographer. Well, fun fact, I actually went to school for photography because I thought that I was gonna be the model, not the photographer. And then when classes started, I realized that I wasn't the model, I was the photographer. So, I would either be a model or a photographer. But I think, you know, my figure and sexy body, I would definitely be a model. Who wrote this question? How is it going with you and Joey J? Well, I was actually just in Joey's hometown in Arizona, and prior to that we were in Ohio together. I don't usually kiss and tell, but let me tell you the tea. No, you know, me and Joey are really, really good friends. We've been to a lot of states together. We've been in Vegas together. We've had a wild weekend in Vegas together. You know, we tried certain things after the show, but I live in New York. She lives in Arizona. I'm pretty sure she has a man now. But, you know, maybe hopefully one day down the line in the future, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. But we had the best time on set together. And honestly, Joy was the cutest one there. Like, if you go on the line of like, I'm sure people think like Rose, Denali, Joy was my eye candy. Still is, obviously. But we're good. We're really good friends. Really good friends. All right, we're getting down to the team. Do you disagree with any winners of Drag Race? If so, who? Now, how would I look sitting up here telling you who I disagree with about who won the show? I can't do that because people will read me. So, I'm gonna take the dare on that one. Oh, okay, so this is a really good dare. Show us the most famous person that has recently slid into your DMs. Oh my God, perfect. Can I have my phone? Okay, so after the season, it's no secret that Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande have reached out and are really big fans of Kandy Muse, which is like, I live and I love. Let's see. I'm pretty sure me and Ariana DM back all the time, and she's such a sweetheart. And she sends me voice notes. I will play them for you, but they're very special to me. But yeah, Miss Grande. I sent Ariana a video of me and Jan from season 12 of All Star 6. We were in Ohio together, and I sent her a video. She goes, oh my God, my heart is shitting. I love you both so dearly. Thank you for sending this, sending hugs. I love Ariana. She's such a sweetheart, and I stand her and her music, and she's fucking dope. But she always, during the season, showed so much love. Even with all the negativity that I was getting throughout the season, she was one to really, like, be a real one. I remember one day when I heard her Instagram story, and she had reposted my baby photo on her story. And I was like, oh, what a sweetheart. I love her. I wish her the best in life. So, tell me about your second time in drag. My second time in drag, okay, I remember this vividly. I was going to this party called On Top at Levain. And I had on a black hoodie, these Ariana Grande thigh-high boots, a beard because questionable moments in my life. And I remember I was waiting for the elevator, and Pearl from Drag Race Season 7 was also waiting for the elevator. And she looked back and was like, oh my God, you look gorgeous. First of all, completely lying because I looked hideous. And I had the best time. My feet were hurting so bad that night because it was like my second time in heels. I remember I had no money at the time to even get a car back home. So it was definitely a struggle. So let's just say that things are better now. Oh, okay. Which Rue girl has caused the most drama for you? Well, okay, interestingly, I mean, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm gonna answer every question very honestly. You know, after the whole Tamisha Iman and Kandy Muse fight aired, the internet went wild because, you know, Tamisha Iman was a fan favorite. So the internet went wild on my side. Things got a little bit crazy during the season, especially during that weekend specifically, after the ball episode had aired and that Untucked. Things were a little bit hectic, and it kind of trickled down and followed me throughout the season. So I kind of really had to, you know, when Meet the Queens happen, you're working hard to let people know who you are, and then whatever happens in the show happens in the show. And people really loved me during the Meet the Queens. When that Untucked happened, people kind of had to like get to know me all over again in order to fall in love with me again. You know, because people were picking sides and had their favorite, which I get it, I understand. It's a TV show. But the greatest thing about it is that fight was nominated for an MTV Movie Award, and it was also the highest rated Untucked in Drag Race history. Not only that, it is also the Untucked that is nominated for an Emmy Award. So that's iconic if you ask me. And me and Tamisha have since then have squashed that beef, and we're not really great friends, but you know, if I saw Tamisha out on the street, I would invite her out for a drink. Well, that's a lie. Okay, where is the worst place you've ever performed? I don't know if I can answer that, so I will take the dare on that one. Alright, so the dare is to do my best impression of another queen. God, who am I good at? Oh my God, I'm really good at gimmick, or at least I think. Gorge. I just got my new apartment, Gorge. And I'm obsessed with Violet Chachki, Gorge. Gorge. Oh. This is so fab, isn't it? My brand new shoes, my brand new Louboutin shoes. Gorge. That was terrible. If you really want to see a really good gimmick impersonation, go watch the twinning episode where me and her were paired together. Oh, tell us the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened in drag. I mean, where do I start? You know, I'm in drag almost every single day, and things happen almost nonstop. The most embarrassing thing, oh no, I can tell you the most embarrassing thing. It was while filming Drag Race, during the top 5 episode, where we were doing the Pockets runway, and I walked down in that amazing look that I walked down the runway in. It is one of the most hideous looks to ever walk down the runway RuPaul's Drag Race. And not only that I had to endure it while filming, then when the episode aired, we were locked away in a hotel because we were getting ready to film the finale, so we were quarantining. So I was in a hotel watching this top 5 episode happen, by myself in the room, just looking at the internet, roasting me. Like I was a pig roast. They let me have it. So that was definitely an interesting moment that will go down in history, and definitely an embarrassing one because I like to strive for perfection sometimes, and that look was nowhere near perfection. Well, you know what? I would say when it was not the rest of the season, it would be Lala's bag ball. But Lala made that there, and I brought that look with me to Drag Race. So like, which one's really worse? Oh God. Ah! Okay, first of all, there are many things I don't agree with in life. However, I'm going to stand by this look for 3 things. One, it was camp. It was camp. It was high camp. Okay? Whether you understood it or not, I was looking camp in the eye. I could have been invited to the Met Gala that one year when it was camp, because that was camp, mama. 2, okay, maybe I could have chosen a different color from green because, you know, I was looking like those people that put on the green screen suits to go on green screen. I was like a little ridiculous. But you know what? It got a chuckle out of the judges. And it didn't get red, so technically it wasn't the worst look on the season. And I still stand by it. I think it was fun. And me and my little alien Judy had on the same makeup, and that doll is still in my house. I walk by her every single day, and she haunts me. Funny thing is, when that look came down the runway, it got such a response online. But the other day I posted a behind the scenes video on TikTok, and people were just like, oh, why do I sort of like it now? I'm like, yeah, it grows on you. I'm telling you, it grows on you. So just, listen, I love it, okay? Okay, is an alien a beast? Most people would say no. But what is a beast? Beasts aren't real, so therefore I made up my own creation. And, okay, the real reason behind the alien was my beast and all my demons that I was dragging along with me. What happened was when I got to the show and we were in confessionals describing the look, for some reason I forgot about it and I came up with this ridiculous story that I was lost in space and my alien Judy was her and I were on Earth looking for help. I don't know where that came from, but hey, you know, okay, first of all, she was painted by Scott Barnes, so iconic. I think Scott's amazing. You know, he does J-Lo beautifully. However, I don't know how well J-Lo's beauty transfers onto Trixie Mattel. You know what it is too? I think Trixie is so iconic and we're so used to seeing Trixie in the iconic Trixie face that when it comes down to like a normal beauty mug, you're like, what the hell is going on? Because there are photos of Trixie when she first started drag, and the makeup was more like demure, and I think that looks so good. But yeah, Trixie in regular makeup. There's actually I go on TikTok a lot, and there are videos of like people are like, it's okay, Trixie in normal makeup can't hurt you, and then it's like a photo of Trixie in normal makeup. So hilarious, but yeah, no, not for me, and definitely not for her. Love you, Trixie. What is the tea, honeybee? Make sure you subscribe to GH and follow me across all social medias under the Kandy Muse. Baby, it's the same thing everywhere you go. And make sure you check out the 13th season of RuPaul's Drag Race on all streaming services. Baby, 11 Emmy nominations. Boop.